luck, guys.
Go get him, bub.
Good afternoon and welcome to Montclair for the opening round of the NJSI AA state playoffs. Memorial, the 9 seed, they hit the road facing number 8 seed Montclair for a bid to play the winner of the 1-16 game also happening today. The likely winner of that, Livingston. That was Hechavarria there on the first out for the Memorial Tigers. Christian Cuevas steps in. He's second in the order. And he takes the first pitch, finds the top of the zone for strike one. Another one on its way. That one ripped foul down the first baseline. Goes foul by 2 or 3 feet. Memorial 12-11 on the season, 5-7 in conference play. The HCIAL. Montclair plays in the SEC. They are 9-15 overall and 1-9 in their conference play. So sub 500 record, but much better in these non-conference games. Another one on the way. Again, that one taken high. So on this way, contact made there. It'll sail foul on the third baseline, kept in the infield. Memorial just snuck in last year. They were the 16 seed in this very same group. They suffered a 10-0 loss to Ridgewood in the opener of that one. But a much better team this season, much better seeding this season, as that one is ripped fair down the first base line. It's only going to be one, but Memorial has their first base runner of the game in Christian Cuevas. Yadiel Gill batting third today for Memorial. First to come up with a runner on, takes the first pitch outside, ball one. Gill waits, starts to show bunt. He does, and gets behind him. Montclair coming off a much better season compared to Memorial, all the way to the sectional championship where they lost to Livingston 4-3 and haven't been eliminated prior to the second round of the state tournament since the 21-22 season. That one swung, popped out into right center. It's going to split the gap all the way to the wall. Cuevas is sprinting around third. He's going to head for home. It's a stand-up double. And Cuevas scores standing up. Memorial with an early lead there and heavy contact on both of those hits. Cuevas ripped one right down the line, and then Gill let that ball carry, and just perfect placement out in left center. And Memorial up to a quick lead. Beautiful stadium out here in Montclair, all turf. Some pretty deep dimensions as well. No numbers on any of the fences, but you got to hit it pretty hard out here. Seating all the way around except in the outfield. Some nice weather. It's a little bit cloudy out here in Montclair. High 60s for the temperature. As that one gets a nice touch on it, a line out, and tried to get a double play on that. It's not going to happen. They throw it away, and that's going to allow Gill to get all the way to third. It looked like they thought Gill was way more off the bag over at second than he was. The throw was made right away and sailed just a bit high and over towards first base. That allowed Gill to advance. So he's on third, 2 outs now for the Tigers here in the top of the first. They lead it by a score of 1-0. Guler at the plate now. Watches that one go by as Memorial tries to tack on early here in the first. That one way outside. Price on the mound, can't find the zone there either, and down to first base goes Guler. And another base runner. Runners on the corners now for the Tigers. Still 2 outs here in the top of the first, and a chance again to extend on that 1-0 lead. Usman, the batter, calls timeout. Price pickoff attempt over to third, and Gill able to get back pretty quick there. Everybody taking their time here. And takes a swing at that one. A dribbler over to first, fielded cleanly. And the first baseman will take it himself. Step on the bag for out number 3. So 1 run, all the damage Memorial able to do on the RBI double from Yadiel Gill. Christian Cuevas, the first run to be scored. Memorial leaves 2 on. They lead it 1-0. We'll head to Montclair's half of the first when we come back. Ooh.
That's a school mat?
Yeah.
Oh.
This one, the quality seems to be pretty solid too.
I have that Ether Cat 5. I don't know if you want to plug it into the Wi-Fi, the hotspot.
I think it's streaming fine.
What do you think?
Still at 96% on the battery.
What, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start using this.
We're back, ready to start the bottom half of the first inning here in Montclair. Memorial able to drive a run home on an RBI double in their first at bat here in the Group 4 opening round of the North bracket, Section 1 of the North bracket. Alexis Martinez gets the start for the Tigers. Dorian out in center field is the leadoff batter for Montclair. He offers at the first pitch. Can't find any contact for strike 1. And Nope batting second. He's over at short. St. Pierre batting third over at second base. Nesbitt after that, as that one sneaks in towards right field. It'll be a single to start the game off for Montclair. Martinez ready again. He'll step off. Again, Van Note out in short is the batter. He takes his time settling in. And here it comes from the arm of Martinez. Shows bunt. Goes down the third base line. It's a fair ball. The throw to first, not on time. And everybody's going to be safe. Dorian moves up a base. Thought about making the turn over towards third. He stays there. So first and second Now for the home team. Both of these teams not wasting any time getting productive on the offensive side. Martinez now trying to see what he can keep it to. Another bunt goes down. This one again over on the third base side, and it's going to stay fair. And another one where everybody stays safe. It looked like, or at least Martinez thought it was going to roll foul and just stayed on that white line. Don't have a great view of it out here in center field, but that'll load the bases up for Montclair. Down 1 run here in the bottom of the first. No outs recorded so far in this one. Martinez facing a real challenge here to start this one. Nesbitt, the batter, he's over at third. Martinez readies. They show bunt for a third time, pull it back, and it's low to start the count. You got to pay attention to every runner here, especially Dorian over at third if they decide they really want to bunt this for a third consecutive time. Don't show this time. Grounder over to second. Pereira fields it cleanly. The throw to first is on time for out number 1. A run will score. Everybody else moves up a base, so that'll tie it here at 1. And again, this threat a long way from over here in the first. So Dorian scores. Van Note moves to third. St. Pierre into scoring position as well. First pitch of this one taken low. Ashton, the batter, fifth in the Mounties lineup. And he is over at first. Big lead taken by St. Pierre over at second. No one covering the bag. Infield is in here for Memorial. Just about everybody on the grass or close to it. The infield's going to take a second and talk this thing over. And the defense just struggling to cope with that bunt early on. Those 2 hits. The Memorial easily could have gotten at least 1 out on. Turned into a really dangerous situation and still trying to limit the damage here. That one again taken. He can't find the zone. Infield stays in for Memorial. Both runners taking decent-sized leads off their bags. That one able to find the bottom corner for a strike. Martinez again gets a swing and a miss there. And 2 in the count, and how big a strikeout would be for him here. Take away the sac fly possibility and let the infield play from where they're more comfortable with. And a big pitch here. It's taken up high, ball number 4, and the base is right back to loaded. And Stern now, the designated hitter for Montclair, steps up. Still a tied game here, 1-1 in the bottom of the first, but Montclair not finished yet. Martinez able to find the inside part of the plate for strike 1. And 1 out here, the base is loaded. This one taken off speed in the dirt. And the count evens up 1-1. This one on its way. It's pummeled out to left, giving chase, not finding it. And it's going to go all the way to the warning track and watch them run. 2 get sent home. They'll hold a third. The play at the plate, nowhere close. And a 2-run double there from Stern will give the Mounties a 3-1 lead. And everyone that got those bunt hits earlier able to make it all the way around the plate, all the way around the diamond, excuse me. And another meeting now at the mound. Thank you all for tuning in here on HCST Athletics. I'm Caden Drummeller. I'll be your voice for today. We bring you coverage of all these games for free, and we encourage you to subscribe and follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. Mound visit over. Martinez ready to get back into it. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Montclair jumping out to a quick 3-1 lead and can add on to it here. 2 runners in scoring position. Blau, the batter. We apologize if we have any of these name pronunciations wrong. He steps in. His assignment in right field for today. Infield still playing on the grass or really close to it, the infield grass. Just 1 out, it's all you really need to put him back in regular position. You can see it on the left-hand side of your screen, how close they are in. Martinez lets another one go. This one down the third base line. It stays fair. They'll send another home. It's going to be a play at the plate. It's close. And everybody is safe. The incredible hitting from Montclair continues, and they're going to jump out to an early 5-1 lead here in the first. And still this inning long from over. Two consecutive doubles there if that one is scored as such. Just hard contact, got right down the line. And a good throw from the outfield, but just nothing you can do about a ball placed that well. Osorio now the batter for the Mounties. One of the couple lefties on this squad. That one taken inside. Did it get a piece of him? They're going to say it did. And another base runner. Osorio takes his spot on first, and he should theoretically be the easier outs for Martinez down at the 8th spot in the lineup. And that was the first time he really lost his control like that. One walk earlier in the inning, but that one just cut inside. And it's early, but things looking grim for the Tigers. Another meeting at the mound. Martinez looks like he's going to stay in this game. Memorial, no reason to not throw out everything they have. In this one, it's the end of the road for them if they can't muster a comeback. But a lot of baseball still left to be played. We're at the bottom of the order now. Van Note steps in as the 9-hole hitter. He's out in left field today. And working with one out, runners on first and second, and a 4-run lead here in the first. He shows bunt, pops that one up, and it hits off the fence there on the backstop. Just a note, not too far of a backstop back there either. Might be a little harder than expected for runners to take bags on those pass balls. Though nothing overhanging the field of play, so as long as it doesn't go out, nothing stopping the catchers from making some pretty cool catches. A lot of these high school stadiums have overhangs, so those straight pop-ups just hit a fence. Not here. No show this time. It goes high, and Van Note able to hold off. Alexi Martinez readies again. They do bunt this time, and again goes foul. Looked like it might have hit off his foot or somebody's foot back there. Took a weird bounce off the ground. And barring a double play, we're going to get back to the top of the Mounties order. Again, just one out in this inning. Martinez steps off. No one really covering second. A big swing and a miss there. So Martinez finally able to record his second out of the inning, his first strikeout of the game. And now back to the top of the order. It's Dorian, who singled his first time up. Came all the way around, scored the Mounties' first run. And back in with a chance to do some more damage. Pushed that one right down the first base line. His first time up, he'll call time and take a step out. Martinez lets that one go. It's just outside. And again, a lot of this not really coming from lack of control at all. Just really, really good hitting. And more specifically, bunting from the Mounties that set this whole inning up in the first place. That one taken inside. Martinez can't find the call. Martinez lets it go, popped up foul. It'll head out of play over on the first base side. Again, the winner of this one set to play, in all likelihood, Livingston, or whoever it is that wins the 1-16 matchup there. Livingston was in the top 20 for a lot of this season, not in it right now, according to NJ Athletics' recent rankings. We apologize for the multiple car alarms going off in the background. Not sure what's up with that. One of them just turned off. But yeah, now they're both gone. That one taken. Gets the call at the top part of the plate. Again, Dorian, the batter, trying to extend the Mounties lead here in the opening round of the Section 1 Group 4 NJ State playoffs. That one popped up. It'll head out of play, this time right behind the backstop. And if you're unfamiliar with how all that works, with groups and sections and all that, it's sorted all by school size. So you won't see a school like Weehawken playing a school like Memorial at all in the state tournament. Memorial, one of the bigger schools, and that correlates to a higher numbered group, for the highest you can go in the state of New Jersey. That one grounded over to first, fielded cleanly, and that will be the third out of the inning here for the Tigers. Not after 5 runs across the plate, all on RBIs from Nesbitt, Ashton, and Stern. They get the job done. Montclair leads at 5-0. 5-1, excuse me. We'll head to the second. They're talking about like their math homework.
I think so.
Did you see when the first kid bunted, they were trash talking his bunt in the outfit? They're like, I don't know what his form was like there.
Yeah.
Just running, and these guys are funny.
No, I didn't hear that. But what? They bunted the first 3 guys?
No, for second and third bunted. First guy got single. Guzman, the batter, to start the second off for the Tigers, who now trail it by 4. Looks like the players seem a little frustrated by the car alarm that is still going off out in center field. First pitch drilled in there for a strike from Price. One taken low, count evens up 1-1. Essenal on deck, that one taken outside. Guzman gets the lead in the count. Big swing and a miss there. Swing there, what a play over at third. That one caught, no need for the throw. And that ball had some heat on it. And Montclair firing on all cylinders here over the past 4 outs. Celebratory car alarm in the background. This one on its way. First pitch in there for a strike. Memorial coming off a 9-19 season where they went 3-9 in HCIAL play. Check swing there. They'll say he went. Memorial trying to get another base runner after scoring a run in the first. This one on its way. It's taken way low. This one on its way. Good contact there, but a little bit shallow on the bat and ends up being a line out over the short. Two lineouts to start this one. First one hit much harder and quick 2 outs. That one in there. It's good for a strike. Manny Pereira, the batter. Excuse me, that was Jason Espinal with that last at bat. Pereira pops that one sky high. Called it short. The catch is made and Memorial go down in order to start the second. No men get on. And Montclair heads back to the dugout with a chance to expand on their 5-1 lead. We will be right back here on HCST Athletics. And their lineup's all messed up. Did I mess up?
Oh, the score. We got the score.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could do that. How much more time you got on your laptop?
We're still at 85. This thing stays alive.
I was saying, if I fire up this laptop, I can control
Oh, you can?
the score and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so let me do that. just want to see if I can print the car.
This works, by the way, right? The off switch.
No. That's weird. Why wouldn't that work?
We're at the 2 spot in Montclair's order. Alexis Martinez still pitching. We're at the 2 spot in Van Note, the batter. Bunted for a single his first time up. Showed bunt there on the first pitch. Pulled it back. Not a great one to go at. And get some solid contact there. That'll find some grass out in left center. A single is all. They'll be able to get that one cut off pretty quick. But both innings now, Montclair has got their leadoff man on. St. Pierre, the batter, another one that bunted for a single his first time around. If you're Martinez, you just want to get a clean inning and get out of it quick. This could be 2 right here. Pereira fields it cleanly. They get the out at second. No chance for one over at first. They don't throw it. A fielder's choice there for St. Pierre. Nesbitt, the batter, now grounded out to second. His first time up. Nesbitt calls time. And both of them ready now. One out, a runner stands on first. That one clips the outside part. Force a strike.
Lovely.
Martinez again, runner goes this time, and the ball is dropped. So another one in scoring position for Montclair. St. Pierre moves up a base. Everybody taking their time. This one on the way. It's in there for a strike. Cody Nesbitt, two-sport athlete on the boys basketball team as well, that took out a Hudson County team, took out Union City in the state playoffs for basketball a couple months ago. In baseball, though, a .219 average, slugging .312 on the season. He's got 64 at-bats so far, hits in 14 of them. 10 of those singles, 2 doubles to go along with it. Takes a big hack there. And that'll send him back to the dugout. Second strikeout of the day for Martinez. David Ashton, the batter, plays both ways, not on the mound today. Another lefty on the squad, batting a whopping .422 on the season through 64 at-bats. Scored during his first trip around the bases. Martinez steps off. Ashton takes a step back as well. Martinez readies. He lets this one go and sinks down. Can't find the zone. Three triples on the season for Ashton, part of his 27 hits. Has some speed on him. More triples than doubles on the season for Ashton. He lifts that one out into right. The catch is made. And that'll do it. So Montclair not able to score after the leadoff single from Van Note. They strand a runner in scoring position, and we will head to the third here in Montclair. They lead it by a score of 5-1. about set to get underway with the third here from Montclair. Pereira made the last out in the second, so we're back to the top of Memorial's lineup. Hechavarria steps in. Memorial scored a run in the first, went down 1-2-3 in the second, and that one taken outside. This one taken, can't quite get the top part. Both teams scoring in the first, no runs across the plate in the second, and that one taken for a strike. Starting to get a little chillier here. Wind picking up just a tad. The forecast detrimental for the rest of this week as the walk is drawn there from Hechavarria. Grounded out his first time up, and this time able to get a spot on base. Christian Cuevas to follow. Looks like we're clear on wind for the rest of today. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, though, which all have state playoff games scheduled, have rain on the forecast. And, ooh, Cuevas just drilled by that ball. Hit him right in the back as he was showing bunt. Able to pull it back in time, so two base runners for Memorial to begin the inning. Neither by method of a hit. Well, Memorial down 4 here in the third. I'm sure willing to take everything they can get. Yadiel Gill now the batter. Looks for the pickoff attempt there. Senior settles back into the righty batter's box. Plays on the corners, both first and third. Out in the field and hitting a .333 average so far on his senior season. He backed out before that one even came in. I'm unsure if time was called or not, but didn't appear to be, and that one taken for a ball. Memorial still trails a score of 5-1. Montclair dropped 5 in the first inning. Memorial with 1. They took a 1-0 lead. Out through the first couple batters, just unable to hold off Montclair's offense at all. A barrage of bunts that all went for hits, and now the Mounties taking a second. Yadiel Gill not on the greatest streak right now. Hasn't had a hit in either of his past 3 performances that combined for 0 for 7. His last hit, a 2 for 4 game against Bayonne in the county championships. And a long meeting from Montclair here. No changes are made. Everybody back to their positions. Yadiel Gill ready for it again. 1 home run on the season. And here it comes. Still no outs here in the top of the third for Memorial. Runners on first and second. That one taken again. It's outside. Now Memorial would love to load him up here. Bryce steps off. And again is going to take a second and talk with his catcher. Two relatively even teams, especially when it comes to power points. It came down to the last couple of the days of the season after the Hudson County tournament was over to decide where this game was going to be played, as they knew it was going to be this, but one of Memorial's closing games was the deciding factor of if it was played at home or not. This one popped up. It'll travel over to the outfield grass. The catch is made. Nobody able to tag, so the situation will stay the same. Runners on first and second base, this time with an out. So a walk, a hit by pitch, and now that fly out to start the third. Memorial still in a position to snag some runs. Martinez, the batter, he takes that first pitch outside. 1-0. That one in a similar spot, a little closer to the zone there, and they get the call. Count evens up. One ripped over to third. They'll throw to second, get the out there. The throw to first in time. And what a play from the Mounties defense that just is absolutely impenetrable right now. Some great plays last inning. And they get out of it there. No damage done. Memorial, after having runners on first and second with no outs, is going to keep their deficit at 4. 5-1 is your score. Montclair in the lead. We will come right back for the bottom of the third. Nathan Stern is the first batter. He takes a hack at the first pitch. The dive out at short. Just not enough length on the arm there, and that one gets out into center field. And 2 for 2 now for Nathan Stern on the day. Doubled his first time up. And a single there to start the inning. Casey Blau, the junior, will be the next batter, batting .262 on the season. Quick pickoff attempt over to first. 61 at-bats, 16 hits through them, and 11 RBIs. Coming off an 0 for 2 performance and a 3-2 win against Pompton Lakes. Got a runner on first to work with here. No outs yet in the bottom of the third. That one low. They throw the back pick there, not in time. Martinez settles back. Leadoff runner has got on base in every single inning so far for the Mounties. Another pickoff attempt there. Hasn't been as adamant on those as he has been in past innings. Runner goes there. That one lined out. Pereira makes the catch. It'll be an easy double play. And a quick 2 outs for Memorial, just what they needed. The steal just doesn't pay off. Unlucky there from the Mounties. And again, a quick 2 outs. Stern goes down, gets doubled up on the line out. Back at the 8th spot in Montclair's order, Osorio is the batter. Freshman has 32 at-bats on the season. Memorial calls timeout. Looks like they might have just switched their catcher. I'm not sure if it was something with who they already had in. Either way, we're ready to play. Jeshua Osorio, batting .219 on the season, steps in. 7 hits through 32 at-bats, 6 singles and a double. Make that up, and the first pitch to him is upstairs. One 0 on its way. Again, just a bit high. Two outs here. Base is clear for Alexis Martinez in the Memorial defense. That one just a tad outside. Count goes 3-0. Van takes a hack at that one there, pops it over the backstop. That one taken, it's up high, ball 4 for the freshman. So after that double play, Montclair finds another way to put a runner on. And Nate Van Note steps in, and another brother pair on this Montclair team, 2 of them. Nate, 50 at-bats on the season, batting .240 with 12 hits, another pickoff attempt over to first. Shows bunt for a second, pulls back pick to first, nowhere close. Bunt goes down there, down the third base line. This time it'll go foul. Van Note, not one of those that laid down a bunt hit in the first inning. It was actually the first strikeout of the game for the Mounties. And that one high on the off speed. And again low, and Martinez, who had his control through pretty much every point in this game up to this, has now walked the batter and falling behind against Van Note, who, just to note, is extremely good at drawing walks, 17 on the season. And that one up and inside, so 2 consecutive walks will put a runner in scoring position as well as one on first. Here with 2 outs, Memorial got the gift of that double play just a little while ago, and now right back into trouble, this time with 2 outs. Memorial, again, another talk at the mound. Martinez settles back in. Back at the top of the order for the Mounties, Dorian steps back in. Hit a single to start off this game, then grounded out to first as well in the first inning to end that one. Man, I don't know what's up with these car alarms, and now we got a car alarm going off in response to the other car alarm. This is crazy. It just doesn't, I don't know what it is with these Montclair cars. Oh, now we got another one. And this one's really close. I've never seen anything like this at a baseball game. Martinez got to focus through all of it, drops in a strike. And now still one standing. The other two shut off, and now we're good. Yeah, either these cars are messed up or there's some really sneaky guy out here trying to take all the cars, not just one. He wants multiple. So back with relative silence now. Here in Montclair, that one tipped foul. And just barely stays in play. Excuse me, stays in the field, doesn't stay fair. But way too far for any of the Memorial players to get a glove on it. Dorian Reddy's back up. Again, a 5-1 lead here for Montclair in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, a runner on first and second, both from walks. And here it comes from Martinez. That one swung on down the first base line. Is it fair? No. Well, probably would have scored 2 runs there. Is foul by just a couple inches. Martinez delivers that one. That is slammed. It's foul down the first base line. Out into the street over by first. Big netting over there. Cleared that as well. It goes like 30 feet higher. So runners take their leads again. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Here to Dorian. Martinez trying to close out the third with no runs. That one tipped, and we'll do it again.
Thank you.
Lexi checks his runners. They both take their leads again. Dorian steps out, right back in. Here it comes. 2 outs, 2 men on for the Mounties. That one popped up. It'll stay in play. This should do it. The call is made at short. The catch is made at short, and the Mounties will leave 2 on following a double play. No run score. They lead it by a score of 5-1 as we head to the 4th here in Montclair. We're underway here in the fourth. Memorial still trails it by 4. Here in the opening round of the Group 4 state playoffs. 10 Hudson County teams playing today. That one hit off the glove of Stern over on the mound, and he's able to recover and throw that one over to first for out number 1. Martinez grounded into a double play. That ended the last inning for the Tigers. Memorial unable to find a run since Yadiel Gill hit that double in the first. That ball down the third base line, just a few feet foul. Ten Hudson County teams playing today. Only a few of them favorites in their bracket, most notably Union City and St. Peter's Prep, the two teams in the Hudson County Championship just over a week ago. Union City playing today. Prep will hold off till tomorrow, but all 9 games except for St. Peter's will be played or are being played right now. And then softball opens it up tomorrow as the second out is recorded. There, Guzman can't get on. And we will be at Bayonne and Union tomorrow, a 4:30 start time on that. We'll confirm that and get the graphic up later, but that's where it will be tomorrow. And then we've got games coming the rest of the week, depending on who wins both days. We'll have a softball game for you Friday, baseball coming at you Thursday, assuming Hudson County does not go 0 for 20 in their opening round games. I'm going to check swing. Did he go? They'll say Espinal held off. Stern lets it go. That one dropped by the catcher. It won't get the call. Four o'clock start time on this game. Didn't really get underway till a little bit past 4:30, almost 6 o'clock now. Here and just about halfway through this one. That one taken, again, no strike call there. That one, that's a bit of a reaction from Montclair's dugout. And a runner now on first for the Tigers. They've had a runner in every inning except the second now. And Fernandez, the batter, he shows bunt. Again, that one dropped. It'll get called a strike right down the pipe on the opening pitch. Another one on the way to Fernandez. Big swing and a miss there. Again, 2 outs. Espinal over on first from the walk, and Montclair holding on well so far to their 4-run lead. That one roped out to center. Unable to find a gap. That'll close out the top of the 4th for the Tigers. Yet to score since the 3rd batter of this game. They trail it by a score of 5-1. Guys. Bottom of the 4th, about to get underway, and everybody ducking on that one, even the umpire, as it sailed high. We're at the 2 spot in Montclair's order. The older Van Note in the righty batter's box. Again, that one tight in there, taken inside for ball 2. Another one low. It's a quick walk. Excuse me, I had the count wrong there. But Martinez walks his leadoff man again. The trend of him losing control over these last couple innings continues, at least to start this one. 3 of his last 4 batters he's walked. St. Pierre, the lefty, steps in. He shows bunt, puts that one right into the backstop over on the 3rd base side. We're in the bottom of the 4th now. Montclair leads it by a score of 5-1. Every single run in this game came in the 1st inning, as that one is sent back to first. Martinez readies again, finds the zone there. Another pickoff attempt goes over. Martinez been relying on those more in the past couple innings. Didn't throw any in the first or second, and then really ramped them up come the third. That one in the dirt. Martinez gotten to trouble his past couple innings. Just able to keep those situations at bay since the disaster in the first. Runner goes here. The throw is off. Would have had time to apply the tag. But instead, another runner into scoring position for the Mounties. That one in there called. Strike three for the first out of the inning. Martinez logs his third K of the day. And Nesbitt now comes in as the batter. Fourth in the Mounties order. A lot of production from the middle parts of the lineup today for Montclair. Runner on second. Martinez strikes the outside part of the plate there. Martinez lets it go. The control's starting to find him again. And the count quickly 0-2. Nesbitt calls timeout. Martinez trying to record his fourth strikeout of the game if he can get another here. But it's the offense that really has to turn up at some point if Memorial want to work their way back into this one. Down by 4, the 0-2 outside, count goes to 1-2. Alexi again checking on his runners. Or just one this time. Martinez looks again. 1-2, swung on and missed. That one in the dirt. They'll make the throw over to first. It's on time. The runner does advance to third. So 2 outs now. And the inning, both coming on strikeouts from Martinez, but
Yeah, note now 90 feet closer.
David Ashton again takes the first pitch low for ball one. Yeah, 422 hitter on the season right now. Coming off an 0 for 1 performance in the game against Pompton Lakes. Shows bunt there, pulls it back. It's good for a strike. And again, that one paints the outside corner. 1-2 count now. David Ashton Jr. settles in. This one on its way, gets some contact there. Pereira fields it cleanly, moving to his left at second. Makes the toss over to first. It is on time. And again, a runner in scoring position for the Mounties that they are unable to convert on. 5-1 is your score. Montclair still in the lead. We will be right back. We've got 3 innings left to play here in Montclair. Got 3 innings to play. Manny Pereira, the batter. Co-host steps in. No one taking for a strike. Excuse me, swung on and missed for a strike. Steps in. That one popped up. Looks like it will stay in play. Called off by a second baseman. The catch is made. And a quick first out for the Mounties. Just 8 away now from giving themselves another berth to the second round of the Group 4 sectionals. First pitch outside, as is the second. Another one popped up. This time it's to the outfield. Catch is made out and right. So Echeverria at the top of the order pops out. Christian Cuevas steps in. That one grounded quick to third. Fielded cleanly, throw to first. Beats him by a couple steps. And a quick top of the fifth. For the Tigers offensively. They go down 1-2-3. And we will head to Montclair's half of the fifth. They lead it by a score of 5-1. We will be right back.
Back.
We're ready for the bottom of the fifth. Alexis Martinez has thrown 3 consecutive shutout innings, but not before giving up a 5 spot in the first. And that is where we get Montclair's score from. They lead at 5-1. And looking to extend on it here. Martinez has been pitching the entire game. That one grounded right back to him, makes the play over at first. So quick out there for Martinez, who hasn't had a 1-2-3 inning all game long so far. Montclair has recorded 2. That one can't find the zone. If we get any updates from any of the other Hudson County games or the Livingston game, which the winner of this one will play, we'll let you know. As of right now, yet to hear anything. All these games have about a 4:30 start time, but that's usually a generous estimate with everybody getting out of school, and especially with states when a lot of these schools are a little bit further apart than you're typically used to. Martinez, the 1-2. Low and inside, count evens up. This one comes in, grounded over a third. And foul. Count will stay at 2-2. Martinez again, this time a great play, made it short, no chance for a throw. And it'll be an infield hit for the Mounties. Still just one out here in the fifth. The first inning that Montclair hasn't gotten their leadoff runner on, though they do get their second. Osorio now the batter. Excuse me, Osorio. So on its way in there for a strike. Again, the freshman, obviously his first year with the team. He's gotten quite a few at-bats. Again, 32 for him. And not disappointed. Certainly showing some promise. Again, a 220 average. Slugging 250. 6 singles and a double. He's gotten on twice today, neither of them by hits, but a hit by pitch and a walk both times he stepped up so far. One and two count to him now. Takes that just a bit high and drops behind the plate. Runner goes and it gets behind as well. And honestly, wouldn't have been crazy for Lau to try for 2 there. I don't know if he realized that that ball got behind. He did not slide into second, barely made the turn, but didn't really keep any of his momentum going. But still yet another runner for Montclair in scoring position. Again, have had one every single inning so far this game. Only able to score on one in the first. And that one just low. Martinez can't find the zone. Walks him after going up in the count 1-2. And 2 base runners now. A pinch runner will come on out. Over at first. Coach Rivera steps out of the dugout for a meeting on the mound. This might be the end of the day for Martinez. We'll see. Martinez, a junior on this squad. Batting .217 this year, .245 during his time with the Tigers. His 3rd year taking the mound as well. 42 2/3 innings pitched so far. Almost, well, now over 120 innings pitched through his high school career. And if this score holds, that very well might be his last outing for the season. So he goes 4 1/3, responsible for everybody on base right now. All 5 of those runs are earned. No errors in that first inning for Memorial. It looks like it'll be number 4, Christian Cuevas, who gets the nod to take over. Cuevas, another junior on the team, another one that's been pitching every single year, and he's been getting quality innings since he was a freshman. 24 1/3 pitched that year, then came back, pitched 22 2/3, and now sitting at 26 on this season. Carried a 2.58 ERA through all of it, and 2.13 ERA on this season, and about to eclipse 1,400 pitches on his time with the squad. Gonna need a few clean innings out of him if they want him to finish this one off. Not really much room for error, and again, he's coming into this game with runners on. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back when Cuevas takes over. Cuevas ready to get started. Runners on first and second. And Memorial trying to keep the deficit to 4. 1 out already recorded so far by Alexis Martinez. And again, after allowing 5 in the first, that's all his earned runs for the day, but he is responsible for those 2 on first and second. Cuevas finishing his last couple warm-ups. And ready to start his day on the bump. Van Note, the 9-hitter, in the box. He shows bunt, ducks. That one gets behind. Everybody's going to move up a base. And now an even trickier situation for the junior. Again, not much margin for error when you're down 4 here in a single elimination tournament. That one goes foul down the first base line, out of play. Go away again. Cuevas a sub 2.5 ERA on the season for now. Another one that's going to be coming back next year, assuming no transfers. And here it comes, 2-1 the count. That one taken outside. And 1 ball away from loading these bases up. Osorio taking a crazy lead over at second base. The infield is in again. And here it comes. That one taken up high. Bases go loaded. Cuevas now responsible for that runner. Again, second and third have no bearing on his stats, but I'm sure that's one of the things pretty far back in his mind right now. The Tigers looking to avoid a second consecutive first-round exit of the state tournament. Almost didn't make it last year. They snuck in as the 16 seed and faced a 10-0 loss against Ridgewood. That one just a bit low. 64 teams in Group 4. Obviously, 4 different sections. You've got the 2 of North Jersey, 1 for Central Jersey, and 1 for South Jersey. And 16 teams in each of those brackets. But a long way. A lot of wins to get before you play any of those out-of-section teams. This one outside and dropped. Dribbles a little bit, but runner's not able to move. Two and two the count. Cuevas delivers. That one grounded over to second. The play is to home. They get the out there. And nowhere else. That one grounded hard over to Pereira. Again, the infield was playing in. Fortunate he could make a play on that. The bases will stay loaded, but this time 2 outs. Infield retreats back to their normal positions after that ground out there. First pitch. Takes a hack at it. And note the batter. This time the older one. He steps out. And they're all going to have a quick chat with their head coach. See how they want to work this out. Memorial's infield having some chatter. And again, Memorial's let up 5 runs in this game, but really when you look at the situations that they've been able to get themselves out of, the score could be much, much worse. But some good pitching later in the innings. Some great situational pitching has kept the deficit where it's at. Base is still loaded. The threat nowhere near gone. Cuevas gets a strike there. He's 1 away from getting out of it. It's certainly one that you can try to build some momentum off if you're the Tigers. 0-2 on its way. And almost checked his swing. Definitely didn't go. Count 1 and 2. Again, as we hit almost 6:30 here on this Tuesday night, still getting a little bit colder out here. That one blooped and caught over at first base. So the Tigers, again, who loaded him up with only 1 out, are able to get out of it scotch-free. And we will head to the 6th now. Memorial's offense needs to get going. We'll be right back here on HCST Athletics. Here we go, ready to get back in action. Top of the 6th, at least an inning and a half left in this one, if not more, if Memorial can muster up some runs. Down 4 here in the top of the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. And Martinez quickly goes up 2-0 in the count. His outing officially over now with all of his runners failing to reach home. And he takes a hack at that one. It'll find some grass out in center field. So Memorial get the first batter on. Again, I talked about getting out of that bases loaded jam, possibly creating some momentum. Wasn't really much celebration going on in the field when they got out of it, but that hit to start things off, they'll definitely take. Wheeler now, the batter. He'll take a step out. That one almost got a piece of him. He's trying to tell the umpire that it did and just won't get it awarded. Gabriel Guilin, 330 batter on the season. Montclair going to have a chat at the mound. Their head coach coming out as well. And we'll see what this means for their pitching situation. Obviously, that hit here, we're mid at bat, which a lot of head coaches tend to stray against pitching changes if they're not in between batters. Excuse me, it was Yadiel Gill with that single to center. Slight mix up with the roster. This one on the way again, it's outside. And just, it's all about base runners here. If you're Memorial, just want that big inning. And again, Montclair head coach Ron Gavazzi coming out for a talk. And this might be the end now because you don't really see 2 consecutive mound visits like that unless the guy's going off. And yup, that'll do it. So the end of the day for Stern, a phenomenal outing from him. 1 earned run, responsible for the runner over on first. He goes 5 complete innings with that earned run. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, the rest of the top of the 6th here from the Memorial Tigers. We're back and ready for more action here from Montclair. And again, that pitch taken outside so quickly, 3-0. And you never know how those mid-batter pitching changes are going to work out, especially when it comes to control. Pitch number 4 on the way. It was take there from Memorial. That one right down the pipe for strike 1. That one thought he had it through the bat. And the umpire is going to say, come right back. We've got a 3-2 count. Appeared to me to be a little low. Definitely not that low to be throwing your bat. And he goes down swinging for the first out. St. Pierre, the new pitcher, coming in from second base. Price will swap with him. And that one is popped up down the first base line. It'll head foul out towards the stands. Contact made there quickly. An 0-2 count. One out here in the top of the 6th. The runner on first for the Tigers. They need 4 to tie this one up. And a hack at that one way high. Somehow able to make contact with it, push it foul over on the first base side. A little late on it. Makes sense when you have to adjust your swing that much. Goes down swinging. Is Gabriel Gleeland there? Tried to run over to first, can't because the runner already occupies it. And what looked like a promising inning for the Tigers to start. Get your leadoff man on, go up 3-0 in the count. Is now 1 out away from yet again producing no results. Now Alexis Martinez is the batter. He watches that one go by, gets the lower part of the plate. St. Pierre goes ahead 0-1. Quick swing there and quickly 0-2. And if he can finish off the strikeout here, what an inning this would be for him. Comes in down 2-0 in the count, no fault of himself with a runner on first, and just shuts everything right down. Time called. Again, no run for either team since the first inning. This one on its way. It popped up. It just stays in the field. It's caught over at first in foul territory for the third out of the inning. Memorial is down to their final 3 outs. Montclair to bat before we see any of that. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back here on HCST Athletics. Bunt goes down to start the bottom of the 6th. A lot more about defense now for Montclair, but still another chance to set the bar even higher for the Tigers in their half of the 7th. That one whacked with some force down the third base line. That one taken just a little bit low. Cuevas stays in the game, 1-2 the count. And 5-1 still the score with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. That one looks like it hit off his foot. Yes, it did. And another leadoff man on for Montclair. Cuevas has got to keep it where it is. St. Pierre, who just came in this game as a pitcher, the one on first. The second time Memorial pitcher has hit a batter today. St. Pierre advances to second on that one. That pitch goes high, count levels at 1. About 2 hours and 15 minutes into this game now, which was scheduled for a 4 o'clock start time. So that one's popped up. It'll travel foul right behind the backstop. And St. Pierre on second. That one comes in. It doesn't touch the zone. Nesbitt in the righty batter's box. Hasn't been able to get on base so far today. 2 strikeouts for him and grounded out to second his first time up. Runner goes again. This one popped up. St. Pierre will have to sprint back. He'll get there in time. And the catch is made over at short. No chance for the double up. Squares for a bunt there. Put perfectly down the third base line. Cuevas makes the throw. It's offline. And Pereira, who ended up covering first, had to jump for it. And it took him off the bag. So runners on the corners now. Still just 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Nesbitt goes from first, no throw. Down to second, David Ashton, the batter. And the first time Nesbitt has got on all game. A chance to make it all the way around the bases here. That one given a ride out to left. The catch is made. Runner tags from third, and he will score without a throw. St. Pierre, who came in as the pitcher, works a hit by pitch and travels all the way around for Montclair's 6th of the game. Nesbitt not able to go anywhere. He'll stay on second. Put the lead up to 5 now for the Mounties. On the David Ashton sac fly. Stern will come in. He's got a single, a double on the day, 2 for 3. Played a big part in that first inning explosion where he doubled for the second and third runs of this game and then ended up running the diamond. And time called there as that pitch is off to the left and 2-0 the count. Now for Stern. Cuevas checks his runner, trying to see if he can get out of this inning without having to toss any more pitches. 2 outs with a runner on second. The count moves to 2-0 to Stern as that one's in the dirt. Temperature has stayed the same more or less throughout the last couple innings. The wind has calmed down. Absolutely no movement anywhere on this field. That one able to find the zone. 3-1 the count now to Stern. And that one grounded, fielded cleanly at short. No chance for a throw. So another infield hit over to short. That throw incredibly long, and they've been making him run over there. So second of the day now to shortstop with the infield hits, and runners again on the corners for the Mounties. Cuevas trying to limit the damage as much he can. That one taken, and it's in there, strike one. Runner goes from first. That one popped into center. The catch is made. That'll be the end of the inning. The Mounties leave runners on the corners. They score a run, and your score now 6-1. Mounties in the lead. We'll head to the 7th. Memorial has one more chance. They've got to score 5 to keep the season alive. We'll be right back here on HCST Athletics. Got a pitching change to start the top of the 7th. Asher Sewell comes in as the pitcher. He takes over for St. Pierre, who went 1 inning, or, excuse me, 2/3, allowing no runs. No men reached base under his watch. That first one swung on and stays fair over on the third base side. The throw to first is off the mark. And Jason Espinal is on base. Not the quickest runner either, but able to hustle that one out with the errant throw. First error of the game for the Mounties. They will sub out for a pinch runner. Rafael Fernandez, now the batter, 273 on the season, 220 in his time with the Tigers, spanning 3 years. Another one that'll be back next year, the outfielder. He's played in 17 games so far for the Tigers. Not on a hot streak right now. He's only got a hit in 1 of his past 7 games. And that first pitch in there taps the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Again, Memorial with a runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 7th, but they need 5 runs. Again, that one catches the bottom corner. And quickly, 0-2 for Fernandez. Watches that one way outside. And that one high as well. Count evens up 2-2. Fernandez yet to swing at a pitch this at bat. A big one here. That one taken again. It's outside. Count goes full. Three-two. That one swung and a miss. It was right down the pipe. The first one, Fernandez swung at all at bat and can't quite get bat on ball. It's the first out for the Tigers here in the 7th. Got 2 left in the tank to keep their season alive. And up steps Pereira. First pitch swung at, popped foul. Over onto the street, heard it smack off the pavement. And again, takes a hack, puts it in just about the same spot. And Pereira, 0-2, one of the couple seniors on this team. In what very well could be his last at-bat. Sewell delivers. That one taken. It's outside. Ball one. Memorial bouncing off a much better season than last year. Improved their seeding by 7 spots for the state tournament. As that one is popped up out into right. The catch is made. No runners can move. And Memorial are down to their last out. And although they may suffer the same fate as last year, it's pretty easy to say that the program is headed in the right direction. We're back to the top. Hechavarria stands in. Montclair needs one more. 6-1 is your score. Still a runner over at first base. Time is called. First pitch of the at-bat is taken low. That one popped. It'll head foul out of play on the first base side, right behind the stands. Count evens up 1-1. That one low and outside. Hechavarria gets ahead 2-1. Memorial looking for their first run since their third batter of the game. A Yadiel Gill double, the only RBI they have logged on the day. That one low, count goes to 3-1. That one taken, and Hechavarria started walking over to first. It's a called strike. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, Memorial down. The 3-2 on its way. They'll pick off to first. Sewell does. Trying to finish this one off. We're over 2.5 hours since first pitch. 7 o'clock on the dot. Sewell readies. Nobody covering first. Runner goes. That one whacked out to center. Settling under it. The catch is made. And that'll do it. Montclair takes it by a score of 6-1. A monstrous first inning. They scored 5 there, and that was all they needed. Another one put on in the 6th. And 6-1 is your final as the number 8 seed Montclair Mounties defeat the 9-seeded Memorial Tigers at home to start their state playoff run. It's going to be the end of the season for the Hudson County-based Tigers. An unfortunate end, but as we said, an improvement from last year. A lot of these players staying to play another year. Christian Cuevas and everybody on the roster except for Yadiel Gill, Leo Villalobos, and Manny Pereira. Montclair celebrates it out and right, and that's going to do it for our first round coverage of Montclair and Memorial. Montclair takes it a final score of 6-1. We thank you for tuning in. I'm Caden Drummler. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.